All right, y'all. I officially had enough of this game. On everything I love, I've had enough of this game.
We're always working to improve gameplay for our players. Block smarter, not harder. We've rebalanced the blocking health. Now, the longer you continually hold block, the more damage your block will take. Continuously holding block will now slow down your ability to block again after throwing a punch by reducing animation speed, allowing your opponent to more easily work around your block if you're overusing it. These changes have been implemented to balance the attacking play and to allow us to make changes to the evasive features like slip and dodge to improve their usefulness as defensive tools in the future update. We all know what happens to one-dimensional fighters in real life. Mix things up and bring your A game to the ring. Tired of
Did we really need that? I'm just all the fans that played this game that put in some hours. Did we really need that? Yes or no?
dazed opponents always blocking everything? We've tweaked the AI reaction time. So now you can land.
Don't really give a shit about AI because most of your issues come from online gameplay. But okay.
Those heavy shots while your opponent is stunned. This has been implemented by reducing the AI's reaction time, allowing you to capitalize on the adrenaline rush and the split-second opening before they get into their defensive shell, just like real boxing. But remember, swing wild and you'll pay for it later. Use your stamina wisely. Now you can rewatch your highlight reel KOs when they happen with online fights when both players
didn't really care about this.
Have instant replay feature enabled. You will be allowed to watch your KOs from 3 cinematic angles. It's all about bragging rights now. Don't forget to tag us at Play Undisputed in your most spectacular knockouts. You asked for it, we deliver. We've removed the cap for stats, so players are now able to max out stats to 100 and assign any trait they want to their created character boxer. These uncapped characters will only be playable in offline local fights. Create your perfect fighter in their ideal style, and they'll be able to fight the way you want them to. Be mindful though, with great power comes great responsibility, so don't forget to protect yourself at all times. Every time a prize fighter enters into the ring, it's another chance to put on a show. Now you can customize your fighter before each career mode fight. Edit your gloves, shorts, boots, taunts, and ring walks long before the fight. The changes made will be saved for future fights, by the way. We're giving you even more control.
We are waiting to hear about the issues online because that is the main thing that the fans have been complaining about.
Control over your career by allowing players to choose which licensed fighters appear and adding a range of your own created characters to a custom career mode roster to take charge of your rise to undisputed status. Do you want a modern fighter only career mode? Now you can. Boxing is an unforgiving sport and age catches up with everyone. It leaves us wondering how a fight would go if a fighter was a few years younger or a bit more experienced. You no longer need to guess. Now you're able to ensure the fighters you want to play against remain in their prime by the time you've reached the prime of your career. If certain fighters are getting too old in your career run before you've reached your peak, you will now be prompted by an option to keep them young for you to fight. You will also be able to add both versions of an era fighter to your career mode roster and see how you would do against both versions.
You added both versions of an era for a particular fighter, but y'all did not add any more fighters.
Versions of a fighter. Lastly, we shouldn't have to say this, but I'll say it anyway. You cannot fight yourself. Training camps are the most taxing part of a fighter's career. Waking up early, dieting, training 2 to 3 times a day, and staying away from distractions is no easy feat. Now you can see exactly how your training camp went before every fight. You will also be able to see the improvements to your core stat, allowing you to know what works for you and how each training camp affects your fighter's performance. You'll also be able to see your opponent's stats, allowing you to come up with a game plan before you head into the ring. So good luck, champions. We've added 3 brand new venues to Undisputed. Riyadh Season Gym. Plug it out on Riyadh, the new mecca.
Really didn't give a shit about that.
Of boxing. This adds another exclusive licensed venue to our growing list, allowing you to fight and train in the most authentic boxing gyms around the world. Cafe Royale in central London has a long, rich history with boxing, including the establishment of the Queensberry rules in 1867. Get this. The GOAT himself, Muhammad Ali, used to hang out there when he was in town. You imagine the stories the walls would tell? The Observatory.
Oh, wow.
Stand Up Orlando, Florida. This futuristic venue hosts up to 24,000 fans. So get ready to put on a show. That wraps it up for your 1.3 update with gameplay improvements, game mode improvements, and new venues. And we're not done yet. I can't wait to see what you do in Undisputed, and I'll see you in the ring.
Highly disappointed. You know, y'all could call it being spoiled, not being appreciative. Look, man, Y'all didn't give us what we asked for. The main issue for the fans was the online gameplay, the glitches, what they call it, the ghost punches, where somebody could punch you from the other side of the ring, where somebody could just you could have your hands up like this and somebody swing, and like 2 seconds later, your dude just not he dazed all of a sudden. Like that's what we wanted to be fixed. That's the main reason why I stopped playing the game. Me personally, I stopped playing the game because the hit detection was atrocious. You know what I'm saying? Everything else, you don't expect a perfect game at all, right? But at least make sure the hit detection of a boxing game is acceptable. There's nothing worse than when you putting in work, winning the fight, and you got your rhythm going, and out of nowhere, you just get stunned. Out of nowhere, you're just stunned, right? That's what we wanted to get fixed. We not even really tripping about the roster. You know what I mean? It would be nice if y'all added more fighters, but fix the game before doing all this other shit that we really did not ask for. You know what I mean? In my personal opinion, ghost punches what is the worst thing in this game. I have not played this game since December, right? At first, it was an issue with people quitting and you didn't receive the win, right? That was the first issue. But the second issue is them ghost punches. It literally makes no sense. You know what I'm saying? And they did not address that or fix that. It took them 3.5 to 4 months to come out with this update just to fix shit that people did not care about. The game is done. It's losing all momentum. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. I don't want to sound like an asshole or anything like that, but I'm just keeping it real. Like we spent our money on this game. You know what I mean? Y'all were promising us updates that the fans wanted, and I know y'all seen the requests from the fans to fix online gameplay. The only thing that y'all changed for online gameplay is an instant replay. You know what? I'm glad y'all did that so I could troll, right? I could show an instant replay of me stretching out like Michael Jordan from Space Jam and knocking somebody out from the other side of the ring. Yeah, we're gonna show that over, right? So, man, y'all let me know what y'all think. Highly disappointed in the update. They did not listen to the fans. They claim they listened to the fans, but based off what I seen from the complaints, none of this shit was addressed in this new update. So it is what it is, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think. It's your boy TJ the Realist.